so I'm in the process of kind of updating things. But I just wanted to get online since we're running a little bit late. I hope everyone's doing well, and that everyone had. So it's Golden Week out here. Turn on the music. Nice. So yeah, hi everyone. I'm CJ, one half of Studio Terra Nova. My other half is away from the computer at the moment, but he'll be back. So I'm coming to you a little bit less clothed than before because it's quite hot in Japan right now, so I'm wearing a tank top. It's not summertime, but it is getting to be like that because Japan has no chill, so we're just gonna roll with it. I'm really enjoying the days where we don't have to put our air conditioner on and just keep the windows open, so a nice cool breeze really cools us down. So, today I'm going to be talking about a new game that I'm working on, and I'm going to introduce it as soon as everything kind of gets updated here, and I can pull up a view of my Mac onto the stream. But for now, I can give you some updates of like what's happening in the Studio Terra Nova verse because we haven't seen each other for a while. So, Mabby's and I went on holiday, and it was good. I'm really, really glad that we took a break. It's been a lot of work recently, and so I'm happy that we were able to get a break, see some people that we care about, and that was really fun. So, there we go. One of the things we're here in Bitsy again. One of the things I wanted to tell you about is that Terra Nova got featured in a Steam sale called, oh my god, Yahoo Japan, what are you doing here? Did not realize that we were... There we go. So we were approached by a group of devs who were doing this Steam sale called Interface X26. Collectively, we talked about what kind of what the tag was that we wanted to use for games, and we floated up the idea. There were conversations about whether it should be called interface drama or UI game or desktop game. Some of the previous names for interface dramas have been rather non-descriptive, like UI games or like inbox games, which either refers to a very like specific type of interface or it's like too broad. So it's either too broad or too specific has been like kind of difficulty, one of the big difficulties in talking about the genre. So ultimately we came up with Fake OS, which I thought actually pretty happy with that. It was also kind of cool to see that interface drama was ranked 5 out of the tags that were being used to describe these games. And Fake OS seemed to be the one that resonated the most with people who are kind of like lay people. I don't know if I'm going to change the name for Interface Drama Master List, but I do accept that like Fake OS is a really good like name, and I want there to be an official Steam tag for these types of games because I'm all for more, ability to like share and love these games. So there is a they put together a trailer, really high production value, and you can tag your Steam games with Fake OS. They actually have a tag helper right here. It's 0% here, but it has saved my progress on Mac, and I'm part of the 100% club. So if you're interested in tagging these games with Fake OS, please help us petition Steam to make Fake OS tag a real thing. Yeah, so we were part of this Steam Sale Festival. It was really fun. I got to meet a bunch of devs, and yeah, it was just really nice. And we had there was a Interface X showcase where they showcased like a bunch of games with popular streamers, and that was also really cool as well, to just watch people like looking at these games and reacting really positively to them. I'll be totally honest, I don't understand Twitch that much, like as in like really really big streams. Obviously, like you and me here, we're talking, and it's only like a couple of people with us together. But some of the larger streams are very intense. Okay. All right. One sec while I... Let's see if this works. Code. All right. Okay. Trying to get things set up to see if I can not really? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try one more thing. We'll see if this works. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to set up the environment so that you can see my screen on my laptop, because I do primarily my development on this laptop, and then I stream on a larger desktop. It's just going to be rough tonight. It's okay, we're coming back up off of vacation. All right. There we go. Okay. Okay. So okay, cool. Um, so I'm gonna. Oh, yes. All good. Hopefully you can see this. Uh, so what we're gonna be doing tonight is I'm gonna be talking uh, about rest. So I recently came off of a vacation, and we'll be working on a game kind of about going on vacation and trying to calm down from being completely burnt out. The game is called How to Relax When You're So Burnt Out. And I am going to demo you the game once I grab it. Mm-hmm. So interestingly, here I'm gonna. I don't know if y'all know about uh, this um, this game engine, but it's called Downpour, and Downpour is a mobile-based, really quick, kind of like zine type game. And it allows you to take photographs and then like really quickly prototype those um, in a really sort of like uh, easy to use and low to no code type of environment. And I found that like even if you do know code, even if you are a coder, I think prototyping with low code stuff can really help you visualize the game before you even put down lines of code. I find myself often in a situation where I might have an idea and I want to visualize it and kind of like try to figure out what the technical limitations are before I actually like get to a point where I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna go and code this. By the way, oh jelly, this is the cat. Good cat. All right. She came here because I'm not paying attention to her, which is unfortunate because we are. There we go. Um, so this is expanded for desktop, but the idea here is that you are looking at this from. Oh wait. Oh no. Hold on one second. We're gonna try to open this soon. The images aren't loading. Firefox. Oh no. All right. That's not good. Let's take a look at it in. Okay. Also, why indeed? Well, I will. At least show you some of the photos. That's a bit of a bummer. Your hair looks cool. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's my pride and joy. In general, I don't like it when people touch it because then it messes up the nice curls. So let me show you. Here is what we'll do. So I'm going to explain the game, and then we are going to do a little bit of itch.io. We're going to upload the game to itch.io, which is a indie games site, and I'll show you a little bit about like uploading to itch.io. Since we can't open the game right now, and that was my bad for not testing it ahead of time, but I swear to God it worked before we got it on. Oh no, I'm so embarrassed. But all that to say, we'll talk a little bit about like uploading games to itch.io for folks that are interested in that. So this game concept came to me kind of as we were out in nature touching grass, and I found myself just like completely unable to relax despite the scenery around me being very relaxing. And it was kind of a shame because, you know, we'd spent time and money going out and trying, like, buying tickets to a place that was really nice and relaxing. And so I just started to kind of take photos of the environment that I was in because I was kind of glued to my phone at the time, and I thought, all right, well, if I'm looking at my phone, at the very least I can take some photos of the scenery around me. And so as I was taking photos of the scenery, I thought to myself, well, a lot of the park or the botanical gardens that we're a part of, it really looks like this kind of secret garden. And I don't know if anybody has played, this is going to date me, but has anyone played the Purple Moon series in games, not in books? There we go. This is from the 90s, 1990 something or other. I wonder when this was made. Oh, 97. Yeah. So Purple Moon was a game specifically for, I guess they call them girl games, but the idea was that these games were around friendship and love, and adjusting to new places, and they were marketed primarily for girls, but I know quite a few people who are not girls who played these games, and they were kind of in this like point and click adventure game style. And one of the let me see, yeah, one of the games that I used to play a lot was called Secret Paths in the Forest, which was about going through this like really beautiful forest and discovering different like stories and different like gems that you later collected to like form a final story about friendship. And I thought it reminded me a lot of this game in particular. So I thought, all right, well, maybe I can try to do a sort of real life version of it where I'm intentionally walking through this this secret garden and like discovering stuff about myself. So this is truly like a very personal, I guess like recent biographical game about my struggles in trying to like de-stress, because I think it's really easy for people to just say, yeah, you should be less stressed, or you should take a bath, or practice self-care. And like the actual reality of doing it is like your body needs time to calm down, and you need time to calm down from just like, if you're under immense amount of stress and you're like completely burnt out, just doing one thing to help yourself is not actually going to totally relax you and get you like to 100% well again. And so that was kind of the struggle for me, the push and pull of trying to relax, but then also treating relaxation like a job, which, I mean, at the time, I was coming off of a lot of work and just not a lot of personal time together. So that it was really difficult, and I hope that other people resonate with it as well. Given our current like situation, I feel like everyone's going through it right now. So basically what I did is we're going to open up the game, and even sans images, I'm just going to show you kind of like the flow of the game. So what's cool is that Downpour allows you to specify like buttons and targets. So you have, it's very similar to like an image map where you have, you can upload a bunch of images and then you can link that image to different images in a card. In fact, that's also how Decker works, and how I created Foam, which was the family-friendly online museum. So started off with that and then moved a little bit into like code and stuff on Foam. Broken link.
Is he broken?
I don't know why the link is broken. So one of the things that like, oh, why are the images showing up? That's magical. So apparently in this export of Downpour, some images have decided to show up. So by the way, all of this was done on my phone. So I did not use any like desktop or iPad or anything like that. I actually drew this arrow with my finger in an app called Procreate, and then imported it into Downpour. So like truly, this entire game was built off of a phone. There's no like mobile, there's no desktop. Like, I didn't have to touch a desktop in order to make this, which I think is actually part of the reason why I think like Downpour is such a cool engine. Because like you have your phone on you all the time, so like instead of just doom scrolling, why not just make games instead, you know? I'm gonna send folks the link for Downpour. It's downpour.games. I was gonna say like
Games, great top level domain choice.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Hello, Mabby's has entered the chat.
I brought dinner.
Yeah, thanks, Mabby's. So we're gonna sit and eat while we. Well, one of us is gonna eat. I'm gonna talk, and then
Thank you. Yes, CJ will keep the stream going, and I will eat some dinner, and then we can switch.
It was already a little boring for people as they're like trying to figure out what the setup is. I hope not. I hope we're being entertaining.
I'll be right back.
So this is an actual photo that I took on my phone of the garden that I was walking around in. It was super lovely. If you have never been to Karuizawa, which is a place in Japan that is about an hour and a half train ride from Tokyo or so. It's super lovely, and they have this botanical garden that you can go. You can check out these different things. Unfortunately, intrusive thoughts. But the sunlight is shining. You can go look at this boat on the lake. Oh man, again with the intrusive thoughts. So this
Intrusive
game...
thoughts are my least favorite kind of thoughts.
For sure. One of the things that I wanted this game to do is for people to walk through it in a very meditative way, you know? There's no time pressure on this. You can just kind of vibe. How's the audio levels for you, Matt?
Seems alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can vibe and just look at the hydrangea and enjoy. I have to say I'm quite pleased that these photos are showing up because the other ones were not showing up. Oh, guess this one. Yeah. Do you remember we were just talking today, Mabby's, about trees where one part of the tree is red?
Yeah.
And the rest of the tree is green? Yeah. This was fun. I actually stood in one fixed position and spun around and looked at a bunch of different things. And let's not reply to that right now. Let's just look at stuff. All right, now we can. So the idea is your friend wants to hang out with you, and the illustration isn't showing, which is kind of sad, but the illustration is bright green scribbles on this bright red background, and it's very jarring to the eyes. So the idea is that you're trying to schedule time with friends, somebody that you actually care about, but they're pick a time, look at your schedule, and then the minute you look at your schedule, you're oh my god, no, I can't, I have to put the phone down.
Yep.
I sit down in another place. Now, if I remember correctly, the sort of back behind the scenes of this is that I sat down on this bench for a bit, and then I jumped off the bench because there was a bee there. But this is the bee-less experience. Which honestly is the great part about video games, is you can experience no bees in a...
No bees.
Though I will say, a general, from a general perspective, I want bees to be there. I don't think I was infringing on the bees' home. You see what I mean?
Right.
What happened? Oh, connection. Okay, there we go. We've reconnected. You can see this little guy. Hey, little guy. We're gonna talk to the little guy.
Cool.
We can make a separate version full of bees.
The bee edition.
I love that only like sometimes does the dragonfly show up.
I will say you can't release the B version just yet, because this is version 1, excuse me. これはバージョン 1ですね。
Right.
バージョン8は
Well, yeah, but
the B version is going to be version 8 because wordplay reasons.
Matt's making very silly puns in Japanese. I told him to stop it. All right. We're looking. Oh, very pretty flower. Got a pretty garden. Oh, it was so cool to look at. Yay! So very short, like, experience. I think one of the nice things, this is not like how to relax when you're so burnout is not something that like I'm thinking of releasing on Steam in any big way. It's just kind of like it's a small personal game that I thought would be nice, and now you get to see the back end of where are we? Oh, there it is. But yes, so I started putting together this this page, and I thought, Nabbies, you and I could trick it out, as it were.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit of like nice and nice stuff. So one of the things, so I mentioned the good thing about releasing on itch.io is that like you really just like you can put any game up there, right? Like a PDF, you can put a tabletop RPG, you can put like an exe file. There's like just so much stuff. And you don't necessarily, like, Steam has a lot of work and setup that you have to do in order to release a game, whereas itch.io just like really, it's quite easy. It is made even easier by a thing called Easy Releasey.
Easy releasey.
So someone very awesome, that would be Lemon Cosmos, put together a pack for itch.io developers that has all of like preset graphics for like anything that you could possibly want, any size you could possibly want, your header, like everything, so that you have a full-bodied itch.io page. So you can even do, here's some page content like inline images, promotional images. You can do a favicon. Like, they've just thought of everything for you. So I think what we'll do tonight is we're going to download it, and I am pretty sure.
Everyone do some graphics, do some graphic design.
If I haven't already paid for this, okay. We're gonna go to the downloads for now, but I feel like I've already. I do not want to enter in my credit card information on Steam, but all I'm saying is I'm going to be paying. I'm going to be donating to this project later on because it's so useful. So please feel free. Don't think that my skipping the downloads is assuming that I do that all the time. That is not true. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Easy releasey.
While CJ is doing that, I got a little time for story time.
Yeah.
One of the things that we did in Karuizawa was check out the Glass Studio. And I brought my show and tell here. They have a try it out experience where you can blow some glass with help from some other artists in residence, and so I did that, and they helped me make this cup.
Nice.
I like
It's a great
got
cup.
some purple fruit at the bottom. I'm not sure how well that's coming through on the camera, but
Yeah. That is super nice.
and it was very fun. So I recommend it if you're ever in Karuizawa.
Yeah. All right. See if. All right. I've opened up the easy releasey template in Affinity Photo. We have a page banner template, a cover image, a game logo. Cool. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Alright, so let's not worry about the promotional images for now. Just want to look at the game page content. And don't worry about the examples. I say that because we're going to first focus on itch.io and then we're going to focus a little bit more on the promotional part. Okay, so one of the things that we got to decide is how we want to page banner. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Bonnie. Appreciate it. Okay. Here we go. So am I allowed to? Cool. We're gonna open up our you can't see this, but I'm opening up the project folder for how to relax when you're so burnt out. I'm gonna go into the media folders because we have some really cool photos. This is probably a good one. Let's try this one. Where'd that image go? Okay. Theoretically, this image should show, right? It's showing in the preview. It's not showing here. Alright, so we're looking at our stuff. this one. Let's open this one. It's a JPEG file. Oh, there we go. Okay. Did work.
Let's give the stream a sec to catch up.
Yeah.
And we're back, I think.
Did it work? Oh. Hold on. Oh!
There we are. That's looking a lot better.
Okay. So... gotta figure out... maybe we can, like, turn this to... ooh, no. Turn this to the side, maybe?
I think if the trunk is not part of the picture, it won't look,
Right?
yeah. Won't look like a strange perspective.
I was gonna say, we gotta get rid of this other part as well, because that's the shoreline.
Ah, yeah.
See what I mean?
I see.
They're not gonna know, though.
No.
Okay. These are margins. So then what we're gonna do is we're going to pull the thing over. Whoa! What did I do? What is this? What is this? Oh, okay, I see. The stroke's like super
the
big.
The mat is okay.
Yes. We don't need that much stroke. In fact, we need 0 stroke. Let's not do that.
Huh.
Okay. Now we're gonna pull this in here, and then maybe I'll make it multiply. Oh, wait, hold on. We've got lots of options. That one looks good. I like this one. That's nice. Or this one. Maybe this one. If I remember correctly, I think... pretty sure that... oh, you'll see my font obsession. I'm pretty sure it was Georgia or Montserrat. Oh. Georgia it is. And I'm also pretty sure that I put a drop shadow on this. I was actually quite inspired to try out Downpour because I saw another dev, NPC Casey, use Downpour for like some of their games, and I thought it looked really nice. Cool. I'm spelling these correctly. What are you talking about? Oh, they want me to capitalize it. Just ignore it. It's all lowercase. Okay, no. It won't ignore it.
Bunch.
I'm sorry. Burnt.
They do not like burnt, but they do suggest turnt as a replacement.
Man, I wish I was so turned out.
That's the sequel to this game. About having a really bad trip.
Oh no, not turnt. Is my language dictionary, like, messed up?
I couldn't tell you. But I am pretty sure that is how to spell the word when.
Help! Yeah, Kat is like, That's a big thinky face right there for me. Alright, we're gonna do this thing where we...
Gotta wonder, because it's also trying to red squiggly the word width and give.
Yeah, that is true, and I don't understand that. Not sure why. Okay. We got that. We're turning on the margins. Are we gonna turn on? Let's pull this up here. Okay, cool. All right. This is also very helpful to kind of like think about. Okay. It's pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Pray for me. I'm gonna attempt to draw off my trackpad.
Okay. I believe in you.
Thank you. They're like, do you need help with this? I like coral and green. Just trying to figure out the right ratio here. Hey. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Whoa. I love playing with filters. Oh my god.
There we go. That's
okay,
fun.
that is fun. Yeah, let's go for it. I like it. Yeah, I don't know why Affinity is
has interesting ideas about spelling.
Y'all, this is so cool. It like auto made a. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, Affinity Designer has some like weird, super weird like design choices.
Nice. TJ, just so you know, I brought along your iPad in case you feel like doing more pen stuff instead of trackpad stuff.
Thank you. I think
worked out for foam, so
it did work out for foam. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna call that good. So now we have this page banner. We're gonna look at these examples. Oh, okay. So we could do, like, check it out. We could do something like this, where we get rid of this. And make this like a transparent situation. Figure out how to do that. But, and then the page background template. I think I like this. Okay, so
alright.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna do page background. We're gonna paste
Bring that in.
one here. Ah. Something like this.
Alright.
Let me look and see if there's any like. Yeah, I think I like the sky. Well, this also could be good. I have to make it pretty big though. What do you think?
I think that one's good. Oh, the center part's probably not going to show up so much though, because it'll have the game description in front of it.
Let's go for this one then.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Then no. That looks pretty cool. Maybe a little bit of Gaussian blur, make it look a little hazy. In my experience, you don't have to make the radius super big in order for it to be
Pixel or even subpixel might be just enough.
yeah. So we're doing this. All right, so we could potentially continue this line, this 3D line, if we wanted to. What do you think?
I think it'd be cool to have that as a motif going through the page.
Okay.
Well, getting it to connect seamlessly might be quite hard. I don't know if that's a goal.
It'll be fun to figure out.
Yeah.
So I think that if this slots into this area right here, sorry, this slots into this area right here.
Yep.
So this is going to end somewhere around here. So if we were to continue it like somewhere here, I think we could. So let's say I was like, this, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is the vibe here. We're gonna make another layer.
Cool.
Yeah. Now I just gotta figure out the right effects for this. I'm not happy with that shape.
I know if it's pen time.
Yeah, I think so.
Fair enough.
I have to. So what we're gonna do is we're not playing Stardew Valley. I have to say that out loud every time I.
Yeah. Did y'all know that Stardew Valley has an iPad version? I didn't know it had an iPad version.
Me neither.
Yeah,
Well,
it's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. Oh, I have successfully daisy chained our devices. I think this is wild that I can. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, wait. Hold on. We're going to set this up before we... There we go. Pretty nice.
Cool.
Now we just gotta double check to make sure that the effect.
Bring back the 3D effect. Yeah.
It looks a lot fatter. We need to make it fatter?
Maybe?
Or... Well, that's not it.
Huh.
Outline.
Outline.
Wonder what happens if I do this. That doesn't look nice. Okay, I think I need a thicker brush, maybe? Weird, because 4 pixels was the one.
I wonder if the brush size is also matching your zoom level.
That would be wild.
Yeah. Can't say that would be a... Seems like that might be a misfeature if that's what's going on,
yeah,
but I don't know.
I would be... Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at this. I'm going to say, okay... Wow, that is also...
That's the one, okay.
Okay, so I think we got to go slow, is the thing here.
Okay.
So, because my guess is that the dynamics is turned on, which would make sense. That's wild. Wonder why it's doing that. Touching. Lightly touching. Huh. Well, you know what? I think I'm just gonna have to do this. Yeah? Alright.
Alright, we're gonna do the trackpad again.
Oh well. Okay. I need this to be on a separate pixel layer. I also need the quick effects to have a color overlay. It's 30, it's radius. Yes, okay. That's pretty cool.
I like it.
Like that, right?
Hmm.
Now, the big also thing that we got to make sure we do is... Okay, this will export fine, so we don't have to worry about... Alright, so let's try it. We're going to do this, and we have this top margin here. I do not know why... What is happening here? No, it's fine. It's fine. Forget it, CJ. Okay. And I want to know... Why is this... Ah, this artboard has... I want nothing in this artboard. Export this. JPEG's fine, I guess. Do... This is a weird way of... Just do... Okay. Or... Alright. Is it the full screen? And I'm going to... I'm going to share this window. Ta-da. Okay. So we're going to view page. And then we're going to edit this theme. I'm going to upload a banner. Check it out. The last thing I uploaded was for foam. Okay. Cool. Oh wait. I just realized my folly, which is we made it a JPEG, therefore there's no transparency.
No transparency in JPEGs.
That is no good.
Okay.
I should have thought about that. Alright, let's try that again. Export. Not as a JPEG. PNG. But why do you not have my lines? Okay. I'm gonna believe that this is gonna be here, even though I don't see it in the preview, because it doesn't make any sense. Right?
Before you export, I think you might need to select the artboard one level up in the tree.
Oh, goodness.
And export from there, and we'll see if it shows up. Still a little worrying. Let's give it a try, and we'll find out in a second.
Yes, we will.
change, and it does have transparency now, but it's transparent on top of the content layer, not on top of the background.
Well, I can make the...
Is there a separate element that you could target?
Let's see. I wonder if they changed it recently, like changed the CSS recently.
Possibly. Looks like you could target the header ID.
Yeah. So. Well, actually, let's just do this and inspect first.
Okay.
This element.
Background transparent.
Let's just... No, it's important.
Alright, looks like we might need a different approach, because even if the header is transparent, I think it's on top of the inner column, which has a background.
Yeah, I see that. This nesting.
Can I tag in on this?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna give this a shot. We'll see what kind of CSS we can come up with. We've got this inner column, and if we don't want the background to show up on that, we can set it to transparent, which is going to make the whole thing transparent, and that's not exactly what we want. Before we had set this to transparent, this did have a background, and I wonder what it was. It was white? Maybe?
More like mint.
Set somewhere else, set to mint. Anyway, what I want to do is set the inner column let's say not header. Alright. So, that maybe kind of works. We set the...
Except for the padding.
That is true. Let's see. I want to know where the heading is coming from on these. Is it set
Wrapper,
using...
maybe?
Is that using gap? I would have done it, but I don't know if that's how it is done. Find the margin or padding on this element. Margin starts with M, heading starts with B. Could be somewhere here between font size and overflow, and I'm not seeing it. So It's a little bit concerning.
A little
A
concerning.
little concerning.
Padding box? Background origin padding box?
Where are you looking? Background origin padding box. I think that is gonna that's gonna affect the way that the background image shows up.
I see.
Bring back our inspector. There is definitely a gap between these two. I couldn't tell you why.
Oh wait, inner column, go down.
Okay, inner column,
Padding bottom 40 pixels.
padding bottom 40 pixels. That is the
bottom part.
very bottom here. Yeah. What else could there be? Okay. So there is a margin top on this columns element. If we remove that, then there's no gap between the header here and there. So that's one thing we could do. So we'd have to see about adding that back somehow. There also looks like there's a gap here, and I'm also not sure why. Is there a margin on any of these elements? Contributing to it. I don't know. Maybe that gap at the footer is permissible. What do you think?
I was thinking that actually it's not really a footer. It should be a color, right?
Should be a color.
So, for instance, if you scroll all the way out,
Okay.
this top image is flush to this area. So, were I to look at that padding, I would think maybe the trick here is the inner column, not header.
We got rid of the margin top on this columns, and I think what we want to do instead is to have a padding top.
Oh. There we go. Yeah,
That
works.
looks okay.
Yep, perfect.
So we could do that.
Yeah.
Like I said, still haven't quite figured out this little gap down here.
I think
but
it's
we
fine.
could leave it for now, and we could fix the other
export
other
issue.
things that we wanted to do, and then come back to that export. Yeah. So, what else we need in our custom CSS is we need to add this rule for columns, and we're going to set margin top to 0. And set padding top instead to 20 pixels. I think if we refresh this, we now have
Nice.
what we were hoping to have.
Yay.
And I'll hand it back to you to look at the export for that squiggly.
Yeah. I wonder what is going on. Do I need to make... What type of layer is this? Switching here. Pixel layer. Let's rasterize it. See if that helps. Hello? Why not? Hmm? Area. That is interesting. So, alright, well, this is also another way of doing it. Oh! Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Getting the 3D effect on the text too.
Another thing we can do. This is not related, but I was thinking to myself, that looks pretty red.
Add them on the text.
Page content image template. That's different.
Any template? Page banner.
Page banner template. I'm gonna have to go look this up. Not that. Huh.
So it does seem to show up when your export is a JPEG,
Right.
and it doesn't when it's PNG.
That's just wild. Huh?
That is.
Huh. Please disregard the irrelevant rectangles. Words to live by.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Show group thumbnail. No? Alright. Once I finish this, I think we're gonna call it a day, but I'm like looking at this going like, what?
Yeah. Well, I do have one other thing you can try. You could take that squiggle and move it to the page background.
Ah, yes.
Where it's going to appear.
That's smart.
And then, even though we haven't really solved the export, we can at least get the right thing going in itch on the page.
I actually think that probably doesn't like him. So, export. So we can keep this as is. Oh no, we can't keep it as is because of a new thing. Oh, this is weird. My
doesn't show your
my drop shadow
effect either.
Well, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Something tells me that if I like just shut down the entire computer.
Close your or at least close and reopen Affinity.
Yeah, we've had a bit of technical issues and difficulties throughout this stream, but
yeah,
we're going through it. We're going through it, so it's fine. All right. Move the image or re-upload the image. Oh, nice. Love it. Love it. It looks so great. So this is what our new page looks like. I think it looks like way better than our previous page. So I'm going to keep hacking on this and release this shortly. But yeah. Easy releasey, very cool. We also have something to figure out with this too.
Sure.
My guess is if I do.
I think if you remove the repeat one way, or you could tick the box for fixed.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. That looks good. Yeah, very cool. Even has like this little parallax scroll situation. Like that looks pretty neat.
Hey, yeah, not bad.
Cool. So yeah, that is gonna be it for tonight. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be releasing How to Relax When You're So Burnt Out relatively soon once I finish the itch.io page and get everything bug tested.
Yeah.
I think is the other thing too, is just make sure everything's QA tested. So thanks for stopping by. And yeah, look forward to our next stream. We're going to be streaming every Monday, except this week, except for the except for May 25th, I want to say, because Mabby's and I are going to be at Bit Summit.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Take it easy, and we will see you next Monday.